Ever seen a creature that plays dead so perfectly? Even death itself gets fooled. Meet the opossum, one of nature's strangest survivors. When danger strikes, it doesn't run. It dies, well, not really. It collapses, its body stiffens, tongue out, drool dripping, even its heartbeat slows down. Predators walk away, thinking it's just a corpse. Minutes later, the opossum rises from the dead. But here's the mystery. Scientists still don't fully know how they control this eerie death trance. It's not acting, it's an instinctive shutdown, a real biological trick wired into their brains. And while others fight to survive, the opossum's secret weapon is pretending not to exist. So next time you see one lying still at night, don't be too sure it's gone, because the ghost of the forest might just be waiting to wake again. Did you know humans have been battling giant worms living inside their intestines for thousands of years? Meet the small intestinal roundworm, or Ascaris lumbricoides, one of the oldest and most common human parasites in history. Archaeologists have discovered roundworm eggs in 30,000-year-old fossilized poop. That means even ancient humans suffered from them. These worms can grow up to 35 centimeters long, that's longer than a ruler, and live inside your small intestine, stealing nutrients from your food. In ancient China and Egypt, doctors recorded strange cases of belly serpents. They didn't know it then, but they were describing roundworm infections. The infection spreads when people accidentally eat tiny eggs from contaminated soil or food. Over time, these worms became a major cause of illness worldwide, especially before modern sanitation. Today, millions are still infected, but it's preventable with good hygiene and deworming medicine. So remember, wash your hands, and never underestimate the history of the world's most stubborn parasite. Did you know there once existed sloths as big as elephants? Meet the giant ground sloth, one of Earth's most unbelievable creatures. Thousands of years ago, during the Ice Age, these massive sloths roamed North and South America. They stood up to 20 feet tall and weighed over 4 tons. Unlike today's lazy tree sloths, these giants walked on the ground, slow but unstoppable. Their long claws could tear down trees and dig for roots. They were gentle herbivores, feeding on leaves, fruits, and branches, like living forest bulldozers. Scientists found their footprints fossilized in caves and deserts. Some even showed human tracks beside them. Yes, humans once hunted these giants for food and fur. As the Ice Age ended and humans spread, the giant sloths disappeared, victims of climate change and overhunting about 10,000 years ago. But their legacy remains: bones, caves, and myths that inspired ancient stories of giant beasts. So next time you see a sleepy sloth hanging from a tree, remember, its ancestors once ruled the earth.
A masterful adaptation to conserve.
Meet Triceratops, the dinosaur with a 3-horned face, and an attitude to match. This mighty herbivore lived 68 million years ago, near the end of the Cretaceous period, roaming what is now North America. With its 3 sharp horns and a huge bony frill, the Triceratops could grow over 30 feet long and weigh more than 6 tons. That's heavier than an elephant. Those horns weren't just for show. Scientists believe they were used to defend against predators like the Tyrannosaurus rex, and also to battle other Triceratops for dominance. Even though it looked fierce, this dinosaur was a plant eater, munching on ferns, cycads, and palms with its sharp beak-like mouth. The name Triceratops literally means 3-horned face, from Greek words tri, 3, keras, horn, and ops, face. Pretty accurate, right? Triceratops might be extinct, but its image remains one of the most iconic in dinosaur history. Would you face one in real life? Comment below. Ever wondered why hawks are called the sky hunters? Their history goes back millions of years. Long before humans ever ruled the skies, hawks have existed for over 20 million years, evolving into some of the smartest and fastest birds on Earth. Ancient fossils show they once hunted in vast prehistoric forests, true masters of aerial combat. In ancient Egypt, hawks were sacred. They symbolized the sun god Ari, the all-seeing protector who watched the world from above. That's why the Eye of Horus looks like a hawk's eye, a symbol of power and protection. Hawks can see up to 8 times clearer than humans. From nearly 2 miles away, they can spot a tiny mouse moving in the grass. Some species dive at speeds over 150 miles per hour, striking with precision that ancient warriors admired. Throughout history, hawks symbolized freedom, focus, and strength, qualities that inspired kings, samurai, and even modern pilots. So next time you see a hawk soaring high, remember, you're looking at a living legend of the skies. Did you know there's a mythical bird so powerful, even gods respected him? Eagle. Let's talk about Garuda. In ancient Hindu mythology, Garuda is the king of birds, half man, half eagle, born to destroy evil and serve as the mighty vehicle of Lord Vishnu, with golden feathers, a body that glows like fire, and wings that could block the sun. Garuda could fly faster than lightning and cross worlds in seconds. High voltage. He's not just a divine creature. Garuda symbolizes freedom, courage, and power. Even today, countries like Indonesia honor him as their national emblem. Legends say his roar could shake mountains and his eyes could burn demons into ashes. From ancient temples to modern flags, Garuda's spirit still soars high. Would you ride Garuda across the skies? Did you know one of the most mysterious predators in history looked like a mix between a wolf and a hippo? Meet Androsarchus, the beast from the past. Androsarchus lived around 45 million years ago during the Eocene epoch. It was discovered in Mongolia in the 1920s by explorer Roy Chapman Andrews. Yep, the same guy who inspired Indiana Jones. This ancient carnivore had a massive skull over 3 feet long, filled with strong crushing teeth, perfect for breaking bones and shells. Scientists believe it was one of the largest land-dwelling meat-eaters of its time. But here's the twist: we only found one skull. So, the rest of its body is still a mystery, leaving scientists guessing what it truly looked like. Imagine a creature part wolf, part pig, part hippo. That's Androsarchus for you. Would you dare to meet it face to face? Follow for more ancient beast facts. In 1957, a small stray dog from the streets of Moscow made history. By leaving Earth forever, Laika, a mixed-breed stray, was chosen by Soviet scientists for a top-secret mission, to be the first living creature to orbit our planet. On November 3, 1957, aboard Sputnik 2, Laika blasted off into space, becoming a global symbol of courage and discovery. At that time, no one knew if a living being could survive spaceflight. Laika was the one who proved it was possible. Sadly, technology to bring her back didn't exist. Laika's mission ended in orbit, but her bravery paved the way for human space travel. Laika's story reminds us that even the smallest among us can make the biggest impact on history.